bugger by this, is bottom line.
Oh well, saves money on alarm clocks, I suppose. Hey-ho, another day. Good morning, world. You bastard! No, come along, Richie, that won't do. Put on a nice face for the day. That's a lovely one. Good, right, let's see, what's for breakfast? Blimey!
In 1100, when this place was first built, there is a report of a man that became a Benedictine monk just before he died, here, in this building. So there is a possibility that that man dressed as a Benedictine could still haunt the place to this day.
I was lying in bed and actually thought there was someone behind me, so I turned around to have a look and saw a kind of a man in a red jacket thing, like a suit jacket, walking across the room towards the cupboard, which used to lead to a staircase which went down to a cellar. I didn't know who he was, but apparently it was a monk. It's not like seeing an actual person, it's as if it's through frosted glass or in a mist or something.
The attic is supposed to be haunted by the 7th Thomas Daunt, a wizard and alchemist. Since his death, it's said he haunts this very spot. And a mischievous child has been seen as well as heard running up and down these stairs.
I'm interested in tonight. With quite a few stories, I'm hoping that something may happen. We'll have to wait and see.
I definitely believe that Alpine Manor is haunted. There's definitely something here.
I think the way to cope with being on your own in the house is to talk to them.
So do you think anything's going to happen tonight?
At this moment in time, you're asking me that question, I'd say not an awful lot is going to happen tonight, but this being most haunted, we have had unexpected things happening in places that we wouldn't have expected to happen. For instance, East Kirkby.
Where do you think are the most sort of active places?
Well, I think the best places to start the vigils on are the back stairwell, where the little girl's been seen, the Queen's Chambers, where Margaret of Anjou has been seen quite regularly, apparently, and the attic rooms upstairs.
Now, what do you think about the photograph that was taken? It looks a little bit funny to me.
The photograph, yeah. I have to say, I think it's an unintended fake where somebody obviously was in the house and they didn't realise it.
Surrounded by woodland and totally secluded, we all felt a little apprehensive. When night fell, everything looked so black. We'd spent the day in and around the manor and had felt uneasy. How would we feel during the night? Only time would tell. We needed the help of psychic medium Derek Akora to hopefully communicate with the supposed spirits that haunted this old house. With the crew complete, we were ready to begin our investigation at Alpine Manor.
Now, just walking in here into this room, I pick up very strongly. Maybe she wants me to pick this up, bless her. She's certainly not against us, which is a plus, thank you. A very gracious soul, a lady who she gives me the impression that not only is she active here, she walks around this home, and I feel there's a tinge with her. I feel of sadness, and that sadness, I feel, was born out. Will you help me with this, Sam, please? Born out of, I feel, the only way I can word a tragedy, a feeling of tragedy that was bestowed upon her. I feel as if a heart, even though she's in the spirit body, a heart going out to a young male. And this young male means so much to her. And, you know, what is that again, Sam? It's like as if to say, how dare they? How dare they? And it's like, just for a moment, I got a mental picture of this young boy being held and grabbed and taken away, and she's like this, you know, screaming for him and taken away. And she found out that he was, the only way I can put it, he was murdered. His life was taken from him.
Is Sam able to give us the name of the gracious lady you were talking about? Or
I hope so. I don't know. I keep on keeping it open just to see if I can get it. She is a very gracious lady. This lady, can I tell you, she likes nothing better than to dress and really look her best. And she...
Oh, sugar, I forgot.
I'm not going to say coloration of a dress, because she has that many of them. She dresses in different colours.
Would you say she was a rich lady of means?
Yes. I get this, like, I don't know, like a regal feeling to her. As if she was a good soul, not a bad soul.
Did she live here?
Yes.
She lived here.
I feel she did, yes. Yet, the son, the loss of her son, it's like he didn't lose his life here. He didn't lose his life in this home. There's a male who has lived here. Can't quite get his name. He moves about here. Sam, I know, will help me with this. A male, a man, and I want to go. Okay, that looks like 17, between 17. I don't know what has to give this to me, just mentally. I feel as if I'm going 1751, 1751, 1770.
is that the time that this man was here?
Yes, and they give me another figure of time, 1730 something. So there's like 3 figures of time.
So who was he then?
He was one of a bad lot,
Oh, right.
and he's still a bad one.
In what way is he a bad lot?
Well,
What happened?
if he was here physically,
Yeah.
he'd want to do so many terrible things to you,
Right,
more so the ladies than the men,
right,
but he'd still do the same to the men.
right.
But he'd smile in front of you, and he would invite you and give you a totally different picture of his person.
So was he sort of like the main man here? Did he own the property?
Yes, I feel he was here in that position. I feel a short space of time that he was here, but whilst he was here, he was a degenerate. He was nothing short of evil.
Derek had picked up on the spirit of a man that he describes as evil. Would this man's spirit leave us in peace, or was he going to cause trouble? Alpen Manor was a place that was steeped in history, and Derek had already picked up on a man's presence that was considered evil. Myself and the crew hoped we were not going to come across him. As Derek led us all upstairs, I started to feel intense pain in my back.
How's your back?
I'm absolutely in agony with my back.
Oh, you see, by me talking about that level of evil down there, this is what we call drainage. And, you know, they're zapping your energies, and it goes to the spine. So let's hope we can, you know, cover you up from that.
Do you want a break? Or you
No, I'm all right. I'm fine. It's just so painful.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I've been fine all day.
I know what that feels like. It's happened to me in the past, and it's not nice.
Okay. Go on then. Where do you want to go?
Can we go into this bedroom,
Yeah.
please? Right. Now, this to me is I don't use this word very often in this work, but this seems to me at this moment to be quite delightful. A feeling of peace and serenity, and yet this like feeling of, oh, there we go, her energies. That's better, Sam. That's better. Bring her a bit closer. Okay. Now, I was talking about this lady earlier who walks around this home a lot and, you know, dresses. What I want to say, if I may, because Sam's confirming it.
Did you hear that? Sorry.
Yes, that bang.
Did you hear that? Yeah? I heard those too.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, that was very clear, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a distinct bang. Should we go back in?
Double check.
What I want to say, if I may, because Sam's confirming it. What I want to say, if I may, because Sam's confirming it. I am aware of, again, what I was saying a moment ago about the lady's presence who comes in here, and she's not alone at times. Accompanying her is a young male. I do feel that it would be a son to her.
Right.
A
That's
son.
what you said earlier.
Did I say that,
Yeah.
the son? And I feel she only holds on to one little negative thing, and that is when she's in the atmosphere, she's absolutely thrilled to be again with her son, but in the spirit body. Margaret! I've just got a female's voice saying, Margaret?
Oh, right.
Margaret!
Right.
Are you Margaret with the son? Yeah, okay. And you're not unhappy that we're here? No, she's not. They took him away and killed him. They took his son away and killed him. Margaret? Say it again. How do I pronounce that? Margaret, it sounds like Margaret Anjou. Anjou.
Yeah.
But Anjou? They were incarcerated Margaret. They put her away and took her son away and killed him. And essence of thought, coming to this home, she pays regular visitations.
So who's Margaret Anjou?
Margaret Anjou? Who would she be, Sam? Now, I don't know what this means, but it's his words to me. He was talking about something queen or queens, and then he used the word, it sounded like consort? Comfort or consort? Whatever that means.
What's the name of her son? Can she tell you that?
Well, Sam, over this. This was a young boy. She naturally brings the boy. In other words, she never ever wants to see him out of her sight.
Yeah.
You say young boy. What kind of age would that sort of be?
Gosh.
Sam can tell you.
Because I'm not actually seeing him, I'm only going to give you what I can
Right, okay.
feel. But I feel he wouldn't be any older than... Gosh, he wouldn't be any... I don't feel he would have reached the age of 8.
Right.
I feel he probably maybe a little bit younger. He's a lively child, and I feel he contributes. He's one of the many children here, you know. Oh, yes.
How many? Quite a lot.
There's a little blonde girl.
Yeah.
A little beauty.
Yeah.
And she's, again, not evil or bad. She's very mischievous. And, you know, the lovely lady's son joins in with her, okay? And goes about up these stairs, up this, whoa, and up. And they cause all kinds of noises, and I wouldn't be at all surprised whether, in their efforts, that anyone that was physically in the room would see probably, you know, spirit lights and most certainly noises and laughter and, you know, little screechings and things like that, which they throw out. And there's no harm in that. That's not evil.
No, that has been heard, hasn't it?
It has been heard, yeah.
Has that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go back outside? Because there's a corridor that runs along here that sort of, I don't personally like that corridor. So it'd be interesting to see what you come up with there.
Okay.
Should we do that?
Yes,
Do you know the corridor I mean, Phil? This one?
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Well, this passageway here, again coming into these energies, what's been actually thrust out at me at the moment is feelings of, when I talked about, you know, the children. The children often come up this way, but there's, as I stop here for some reason, there's an individual that, when coming up here, hovers about, so to speak, around this area, and it's got something to do with the evil practices and things.
So he's evil then?
Yeah.
This is the evil person you're talking about down on the bottom floor?
Yes. Again, this evil transports itself throughout this building, moves. You know, spirit people don't just stay in one spot, as we know. But I want to say that he and a number, maybe his family, okay, in a group, would, this is what I get, you know, it's like a person purporting to be a very nice sort of person, and then, you know, cajoling people, because what comes to mind is like, if there's a village near here, or people who travel and would stop here, these people would be, you know, encouraged to come in and to be met by a very jovial personality, attitude, and behind that, all that joviality and kindness is just sheer evil of intent.
Who is this man then? What's his name?
I know his essence is listening to me, and I firmly believe maybe what you were receiving before, what you around your spinal column, is his energy of negativity trying to drain.
Should we move further down?
Yes. He moves up and down this corridor, but not just himself. There are other people linked with him, and I don't know if they were cohorts or family to him.
Until now, all the spirits that Derek had sent seemed to be benevolent. All this seemed to have changed with the discovery of a mysterious and evil man named Daniel. Perhaps more would be revealed on the upper floors of the manor.
It's like as if I've got three movements at times, energies coming in, moving about. Oh, okay. Is that a name, Sam? Is that a name? How do I pronounce it? Okay, Sam's just, it's not the spirit giving it to me, but Sam has said here to mention the name, and I'm just copying what he said, the way he's pronouncing it. Okay, it sounds like Loughton. Loughton, or Loughton. And he said Loughton walks here. Loughton comes in and walks here. And then I get the conditions, it's not just one Loughton. I feel there's a number of them, so there's got to be a family, I feel. And if they walk this premise and what have you, it means that they must have had presence of living here. Again, energies coming here of children. They move about. The lovely lady who I talked earlier about, she also has times of coming here. This is not just residual energy. There is activity here, and that activity can show itself in many ways, albeit, you know, noises. Again, I feel because of three mixtures, there would be a manifestation at times of a spirit shape. Does it come to you back again? Yeah. It's probably this negative soul that's, oh gosh. I just get the feeling that it's going to open up here, and maybe we've got more than one to contend with.
Are you able to sort of tell us when perhaps the last activity happened here? How strong is the sort of energies remaining from the last activity?
Something could have happened up to as little back as, okay, I don't know, 1970s, 1980s. I feel stuff has happened even from then.
Can I suggest that we actually go to night vision now?
Yeah,
Would that be a good idea?
I think so, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. It just comes and goes, and I've had no problem at all.
But when we get into
All
a certain area in this building, I feel that's where there could be even stronger. If this individual and cohorts wish to do it, we should get a warning quite quickly.
After Derek's warning, we were all apprehensive about the night ahead. Would the most haunted crew encounter something paranormal? And if so, how would they cope? As usual, the crew had split up into small groups so we could cover the building more effectively. Many hours were spent waiting patiently for something, anything to happen. All was quiet on the monitors, and our patience was wearing thin. We all wanted something to happen. To hopefully induce a paranormal occurrence, we called in another psychic, Ian Lawman. It would also be interesting to see if Ian could pick up on the same spirits as Derek. We asked him to go into the attic room with Carl, Stuart, myself, and on this occasion, we had a four-legged addition to the crew in the shape of the owner's dog.
There's actually another room through there.
Yes.
It's an attic. There's no room in it.
Yeah.
No, well, it's an attic space.
That's somebody else, it's gotta be.
That's up here.
Yeah.
No one else should be up here.
There's no one else up here.
There was like a cry.
Yeah, it was a cry.
God, I hope we got that on, because if we both heard it.
I heard that as well before.
I did. I thought
hear
it was
that.
a cat. I thought it was a cat.
Dog's not happy.
Spirit within this room, please give us a sign. I'm asking you to give us a sign, give us a noise, to let us know you're in this room with us. We are not going to move out of space until you make a noise.
Is that you, Stuart?
No.
I'm asking for you to give us a sign.
Is that you, Stuart?
No, I'm not moving.
Something's moving over there.
It's getting angry. Can you feel the adrenaline?
I've got such a headache, I've got to say. I've got a splitting headache.
Yeah, it's getting angry.
Whoa, what was that?
You can do better than that, come on. You're not going to make us move away from that.
What is that?
It's coming from behind me, whatever
Yeah, it is.
Come on, that's rubbish. Give us something better than that.
Are you going to do something? We need to know that you are here. Where are you?
Behind Stuart.
How do you feel, Carl? Oh, Rick.
I heard that.
What's the matter? It's the dog.
Yeah, he wasn't happy though, he squealed.
We were convinced that we could hear tapping and creaking noises coming from the area of the door between the attic rooms. It was almost as if an invisible presence was standing there. Despite our growing fear, we moved forward to investigate.
Ow, shit.
What? Oh, you are joking me.
What's the matter?
Something just hit me.
Well, something flew.
Something
I
hit me.
heard it.
Something hit me right on the back.
I heard it. Go on back in.
It's basically like, now you're out.
Get out.
It seemed that Carl had been hit hard on the back of the neck by a book. With such apparent poltergeist activity taking place, we could only helplessly stand by as the strange noises continued.
What do you feel in there?
Very, feel nervous. Because there's something
closer. Come closer. Come on. You know you want to talk to us. Come on. I can see you just stood there. Come closer.
After over half an hour of waiting, our nerves were in tatters. The unexplained sounds seemed to be getting closer, and an oppressive atmosphere filled the room.
Is he back in here, Ian? Oh God, did you hear that? That is exactly the sound you'd expect to hear if somebody was standing there. Is that you? Carl?
What?
Is that you? Did you move your foot and make the floorboard creak? Did you hear that?
I heard it. It's okay, it's okay.
Come closer. Closer, come on. He's just in the doorway.
What the Where is he?
He's laughing at me.
Where is it?
What if we just open that door?
The dog will run through it, it's the attic. He's gone.
He's telling us to go.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Oh my God! Look at that fantastic light anomaly. Wow! It was a Culzean Castle. It went really slowly.
Why are you
past the
pointing
door.
to about?
The door. What if we open that door with the dog go in there?
Yeah, we might lose it.
Okay.
That wasn't me. That was a knock.
That wasn't the dog.
That wasn't me.
There's something behind me. There is something behind me by that door.
Dog's not happy either. Dog's looking directly there.
Oh my God.
Something knocked on that door
It
then.
did, it did.
Behind me. Now, I can't physically reach that. 4 foot away from that door, so it wasn't me.
Is it still the same guy, Ian? Is he here?
Yeah, very emotional. There's a lot of aggression in here.
I had never witnessed this before, and neither had Stuart or Carl. We all felt as if something or someone was in the room with us. The dog also seemed frightened of something, and Ian assured us it was the presence of spirit. Would we get any closer to finding out what or who was in the attic room, and would tempers fray in the process? All was quiet around the rest of the manor. One room, though, remained a mystery. This room had no reported ghost sightings or paranormal activity. The attic room seemed alive with energy. Earlier, Carl, myself, Stuart, and Psychic Ian Norman had witnessed creaks, slappings and bangs. As we left the room, a book had hit Carl on the back of his head.
Shit.
We cannot explain any of this strange phenomena. By calling Derek up to the room, we hoped he would clear a few things up for us. Little did we know it would create havoc.
Right. This negative soul hates this man called Daunt. It sounds like Daunt. And they hate each other, or they dislike each other badly. So there's a spirit person who comes here called Daunt. And I at this moment in time, I don't know if that's from the same era, but I know the two of them see each other. And that's in this upper level, when they see each other, when they're developed in these atmospheres here, there's clashes. And the clashes, you see, Daunt hasn't got the power that this other evil one's got, but he challenges him.
When you say there's clashes, are the people, the visitors here, are they aware of the things that go on?
Oh, they could hear screaming, they could hear screeching, they could... In actual fact, would you believe it? I bet you someone has heard
What
water. That
No
was something
way.
here, yeah.
I heard that. I heard that without a doubt.
He's here.
Oh, no.
Yes.
What's it come out with it?
In this
What's,
here.
no, but what's the picture? Yeah, but look at the picture that's come out. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, I see, I look.
Oh, no.
Can't really pick that up on that hasn't fallen out.
Yes, it has the book.
What's the book? Lights on it?
Ten principles.
Don't know.
Upanishads.
Never mind. But look at the drawings in it.
Upanishads.
Shit.
That's the book though.
Yeah, but look at the drawings.
Oh,
Oh, that's horrible.
I can't be sure whether that wasn't here when we came in though.
No, because
No, it wasn't
but I
there.
tell you what, I'm basically right next to this bookshelf, yeah, and I saw out the corner of my eye something moving.
I did that, man.
And I honestly saw something moving,
Yes.
and I heard like a book falling off a bookshelf. That's what
Yes.
I heard.
Was that from that bookshelf?
Yeah, well, it was to my left, and I saw something in the corner of my eye falling off, and it obviously, well, there's a book lying on the bed.
These are the drawings that were found in the book. The images are dark and disturbing. When we asked the family if they knew who had drawn them, they were just as mystified as us. Michael, the owner, then came to tell me that another book had been found in the attic room a few months earlier, with some of its pages torn out. To this day, Michael doesn't know who did it.
I've just heard, but if anybody else heard it, got a bang through there.
I heard creaking. I heard some creaking, like someone was standing behind that door.
Come on.
Noise over there again.
Why am I going first?
It's all right, love, it's
Would
okay.
be too much? No way!
Right on the leg.
Oh, you're joking!
Okay.
That
Just hit me.
It just fell out!
What's going on?
I don't know.
Bloody
This is...
book.
Well,
Books flying everywhere.
a book just hit my leg, hit my thigh, and that hit me really hard as well.
Shit.
This is the forest primeval.
What?
Murmuring pine and the hemlocks.
There's poems, right?
Oh, I think it's
But
just random. If there is a spirit in here, if there is one, it's
But
playing
that-
and it's bringing
that
stuff
was
out. It doesn't
hard,
matter.
though.
I don't think the books are meaning anything. I think they're just bringing stuff out.
Yeah.
This is poltergeist activity.
This is.
This is weird.
I tell you what, I must admit, I am worried because if that hit me very hard, and if that hit me in the face, if that hit someone in the face at that speed, that's going to really hurt.
What are we looking at though? We're looking at poltergeist activity.
Oh! Jeez, he's behind us.
I've got it.
You got him?
I've not got him. I've just got the thing moving.
He just come behind me and he knocked. He come right at my side here. And I come away and he leant back on that and then come back again. He come from this direction. And I was standing here and I felt this brush against me and I pulled back and the next minute he pushed back against that. And I felt as if he was in physical presence. Like as if it was so tangible, he He's in his spirit body, but he's got the power to press past you in his physical...
It's me. Can I suggest something?
Hear that drum?
Everyone be quiet now.
He's hitting.
If there's anybody in here, please can you do something again? Please can you give us another sign to show us that you're in here? Please, if you can hear my voice, please do something, anything at all, so we know you're still around. Please try and move something, anything at all. We know you're here.
Drum. And again.
Keep going, please. If you want us to leave, please do something more. Please do something, anything at all. Some more, please. We need to know that you are listening to my voice. If you can hear me, do something now.
Another book. More books. More books have just come off the shelf. Was that drum there?
Oh, the drum, no, yeah. Was.
Sketches from a different street here. So that looks like it's come off there. Well,
Yeah.
and that drum's knocking it.
With so much happening in the attic room, we decided to conduct a séance with both mediums, Ian and Derek. Nothing seemed to be happening for a while until Derek started to shake.
It's okay, talk to us.
Everyone, it's okay, everyone. It's okay, everyone. It's okay, using Dirk as a channel. It's okay, friend, come and talk.
Try and communicate to us. Who are you?
I'm here to talk to you, friend.
Leave you? No, we won't leave you. No. You don't scare me. No, you don't scare me. You sit down now. Sit down now. Sit down now.
No, stay.
It was at this point that Ian helped Derek and brought him round. This process took 15 minutes. It was only after that Derek told me he'd been possessed by the spirit of Daniel. This has been a first for certain members of the crew, as they had never seen Derek possessed before, and they certainly were not about to forget it. I, on the other hand, had turned a corner and had surprised myself by standing up to someone who was possessed by a so-called evil entity. I don't know what to believe at all. All I know is that secretly, I was scared to death. Alpen Manor was an interesting place that surprised us all. All the areas of the house that were known to have paranormal activity were monitored constantly, and nothing out of the ordinary occurred. However, paranormal activity did take place in the attic room. Books came off the shelves, noises were heard, and the family dog became agitated. So what did the crew think of our night at Alpen Manor? And would they ever forget it?
I knew it was haunted, but unfortunately there wasn't a camera in the room where things kicked off. But didn't they just? I mean, some really good poltergeist activity taking place, books being thrown at people, great amount of excitement.
I feel Alpen Manor is haunted, quite haunted, by a number of spirit people. Best part being benevolent souls that, you know, found themselves leaving the physical body in their time and then coming back here in visitation. But there was just one level within all that residual levels that just, well, it didn't seem to fit.
Derek came up with one or two rather interesting facts. He came up with Margaret of Anjou and her son, but I found it rather strange because if she was apparently talking to him, as it seems as if she was, I don't understand why she managed to tell him a name wrong, because of course he kept saying Anjou, and of course it was Margaret of Anjou.
How do I pronounce that? Margaret, it sounds like Margaret Anjou. Anjou.
I was quite pleased, to be honest with you. We've got quite a lot of footage. Lots of things happen that we can't really explain. I'm really looking forward to going over the tapes.
I've enjoyed the place. It's been amazing, and it's been a great privilege as well to come and see such an incredible Cotswold Manor house with such good ghost stories.
Possibly the most impressive part of this investigation are the books that seem to be flying off bookshelves and actually hitting members of the crew. Now, whilst the footage itself doesn't rule out the possibility that someone may have thrown the books, we are left with the testimony of the people who were there at the time, the crew. All the crew maintain that nobody actually threw the books, and there's no reason why we shouldn't believe them.
I bet you someone.
Another possible explanation would be the books were just teetering on the edge of the shelf and just fell off on their own. When you look at the books on the bookshelves, they seem to be quite tightly packed. So again, that doesn't seem to be a likely explanation either. So what we're left with is perhaps some of the best footage that exists of this kind of phenomena. Whether it's paranormal, I'm not sure, but I definitely think it's worthy of further investigation.
We were all terrified, confused and upset at what we had all witnessed during our investigation. Had we really experienced something supernatural at Alpen Manor? What do you think? Until the next time, sleep tight.
He's here.
Satanic rituals, disappearing phantoms and a lost bride await the most haunted team in West Wickham. Welcome to Most Haunted. Behind me is an elaborate cave system that was built for a secret society of wealthy men. It's also said bizarre rituals took place here. Along these dark tunnels which take you further underground, strange shapes have been seen floating towards unsuspecting visitors. With paranormal sightings in abundance, we have to uncover the mystery of the Hellfire Caves. The West Wickham Caves are a series of tunnels excavated in the late 1740s and 1750s to give unemployed farm workers jobs quarrying chalk to build roads. It's said that Sir Francis Dashwood, the second Baronet, held secret meetings of the famous Hellfire Clubs in the caves. Hellfire Clubs were notorious, thought to be the home of sexual rites, orgies, abuse of alcohol, and Satanism. Now the caves are open to the public, and since visitors have been coming here, many ghosts have been seen.
The caves have always been part of my life. I've father used to bring us here as children, and we used to run down with candles, often when the lights weren't working, or we wouldn't be running. If you ran with a candle, it would blow out, and then there'd be lots of screams. So you had to walk very, very slowly and carefully. If the puff of air came around the corner, you'd have to stop and let the candle settle. The caves were actually built in the mid-18th century, so that's nearly 300 years ago. So they've been here a very long time. But I think there was a period of about 200 years between 1780 and sort of probably 1950 when nothing happened to them, and they were blocked off and they were considered dangerous and evil places.
There were some very famous people involved with Sir Francis Datchery. John Hogarth, the illustrator, Paul Whitehead, the famous poet, even the son of the Archbishop of Canterbury, all came down here to join in the Hellfire Club. In those days, it was a bit like sex and drugs and rock and roll, but without the rock music. There would be a vast amount of drinking down here, debauchery. Women were also allowed down here as well. There was an inner temple of at least 12 men dressed in long white flowing robes, but the abbot, as he was known, that was down here, wore a scarlet robe with rabbit skin around the cuffs and around the hood. There was probably Satanism, devil worship. Terrible things probably went on down here.
This is the main part of the caves, the banqueting hall, where supposedly a lot of debauchery took place. It's said that a young girl was lured down here on the pretext of getting married. It was a cruel joke that went horribly wrong, and ever since then, the ghost of this young girl has been seen wandering through the caves in a Victorian wedding dress.
Suki. A young girl named Suki, who was reputably a housemaid at the local pub, the George and Dragon. She was enticed down here by some lads, told that her betrothed was waiting for her. He was going to elope with her, and she came down here wearing a wedding dress. When she arrived, of course,
You're doing all the edges.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to call it in a minute.
Yep.
Yeah.
She picked up a stone.
I'm going to call it.
One of the lads picked up the stone and threw it back. Unfortunately, the stone hit between the arms.
See you later, everybody. Thank you for joining this. Bye, everybody. See you.